Hi, welcome to my video. Posted a lot later than I intended, but I'm grateful it's here and up anyway. The goal for today's video is to build a library building for my villager book trading, and to just have a chat about what's been going on for me, with a few things I added since my last video. We have a pretty roof now in my storage area. It's on a shortlisted over 2 months ago. I needed more light and didn't want a solid roof, as it's quite big, so broke it up this way. I still think it needs a bit more though. I keep running out of iron. This is a very new world, just the one big barn building for storage. So I added a small iron farm for tools and armour till I can upgrade further. It's a good size for a one-person world, and it makes plenty. A lot more than I need actually. Shout out to Wattles for his design. I will put a link in the description below. There are 3 villages which I brought over on a happy gast in a boat from a village behind the barn. They're in one small room with 3 beds. Next to it is another small room with my zombie, who scares the villagers through a single window. All the land around is spawn proofed, so the only space for the copper golem to spawn is on the roof, which has a simple water stream pushing him into lava. The iron is collected into hoppers, and I added a crafter to make it into blocks so it stores easier. My redstone skills are pretty basic. It was working when I first built it, but after the chunks got unloaded it stopped working. It's across 2 chunks, perhaps that's why. I positioned it here as there are no caves or open areas directly underneath that could be a spawn point. I need to figure out why the crafter stopped working at some stage. Or I can just not bother making iron into block form and add extra storage. I did have plans to learn more about redstone this year, at least enough to make something basic, but perhaps that's on hold for now. I will build a building shell around it to hide it. Whatever I will build will need to be spawn proofed as well. I want to build inside the mountain. There is a small cherry biome inside the crater. It's really pretty and it's what made me choose this particular area. I need a lot of work to clean it up, to enlarge it and smooth it. So while I do some work to get villagers, and also breed some for the future library, and collect resources for the building, let's talk on the title of this video. I was originally diagnosed with cancer in February 2024, not long after I started this channel actually. I'd only been uploading for a short time, and found myself in hospital in an emergency situation. A week after surgery I learned they had removed cancer from my perforated bowel. I was stage 3. An irritable bowel and lactose intolerance was actually a tumour. A few weeks later, after I got out of hospital, I started chemo, which continued all of that winter. I was told I was NED, no evidence of disease, in remission. I've had 2 more surgeries after chemo in the last year on my abdomen, so 3 in total. 2 of them were major surgeries. 4 months since my last surgery, we are now in early 2026. I'm posting regularly thinking, well, this is my year. I want to start getting some income coming in. My fatigue after chemo and recovery from multiple surgeries is improving. I start the new year with the goal of revitalizing this channel, starting this new forever world. And I'm posting long form video or a time-lapse short every 4 days. Not just shorts cut from a video, but making a build, time-lapsing it and sending it out as a short. The idea was that hopefully to earn a small income eventually, and I gave myself this year to do it. I wasn't idle over my down period of chemo and surgeries. I bought a mic. I learned DaVinci Resolve. Learned Axiom a bit. It's such a complex, wonderful program. I think I will always be learning something there. And Flashback. Well, I had some days, well, many days actually, when I was too sick. On other days I built a medieval world. I also played Escape and Run quite a bit with my teenage daughter too. We got quite good at it. She made a mod pack that added in temperature and seasons, extra weapons, and their supporting ores. And we built multiple worlds with obsidian block storage bases and fought lots of mobs. Now we're up to date. In late Feb 2026, 2 months ago from when this video is released, I had a CT scan. 2 years after my initial diagnosis to find my cancer is back. This time it's in my liver, so unfortunately now stage 4. I have a single moderate sized tumour in my liver, but it hasn't spread anywhere else. At least not that's detectable. I'm having another major surgery to have over half of my liver removed, which I'm lucky that can be done, as many people with this can't have this surgery. I'm waiting for a date, probably in 3 to 4 weeks. So it will be around 3 months since my new diagnosis till I get treatment. I've had to have a lot of patience. I turned on shaders and played around with a few different ones. I quite like the glow on this one. Solaris Shader. It shows the green on the copper lighting well. It's a bit strong and could do with a bit of tweaking, but looks good at night if I'm playing in a darkened room. Cancer has changed my outlook on life. I've given away a lot of stuff. I really had too much stuff. If I haven't used or worn something the previous season, and I think I won't wear it this coming one, then I have given it away to charity. I learned to crochet as a young child. I taught myself how to knit during COVID. I've been regularly making baby and toddler knitted and crocheted toys, blankets and clothing, giving them all away to charity. And I'll continue to do that. It's something low energy I can do to give back. It's changed my mindset. I don't care what stuff I have, as long as I have what I need for my basic needs and it's fit for purpose. I don't care what other people think of me. Who cares what car you drive, how you look, In the big schemes of things, it doesn't matter. We all leave this world without any of that. It's just noise. I'm not here to impress anyone. If you don't like me, then okay. What matters is my immediate, real-life family circle, my health, and getting through this treatment. It's a challenge. I will live with cancer. I will fight hard and focus on the present. What's happening this week? How can I support this? And not focus on the negative of the treatment progress. And how can I support my body with nutrition, with the things I can change, while I go start this battle yet again. This time will be harder. So I've got to step up and do the best that I can. That's all you can do, really. I'm now only running this channel, and my New Year's resolution I was actively working on was to post regularly and gain that 1k threshold here and elsewhere gone. I'm living on low income disability funding, which is very restrictive, but it's what I can do for now, and I need to accept that. I'll post for fun, when I have the energy and the strength to do so, rather than for a goal, which is what I started the beginning of this year with. I feel like the right goal now is to play for fun, grow a world, and just to do the best I can to recover. If you would like to join me on this journey, I would still appreciate the sub. I do want to continue this world. I did take some time out to process this new stage 4 diagnosis I find myself in, and yeah, it's a shock. It's a process. But I'm doing better now mentally, and I feel I can continue with Minecraft while my treatment allows. It is also very therapeutic. The music, the creativity. It's a space to get out of my head on their treatment, the physical sickness I'm feeling, and just take the time out and play. I love Minecraft for that. A few nights ago I couldn't sleep. I put on Pixel Riffs on Twitch. He's digging the big area for a copper redstone project, and I lay there and just listened to him chat game mechanics, and turn deep slate into moss and then collect it all. Plop 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 plop. It's just a soothing sound. Minecraft music and sound effects are like no other. I'm really grateful for this game. I spent hours on the terrain, but it still needs more. It hasn't had any shaping, I just pulled everything back and created an area big enough to build on. Let's get into the time lapse and get it built. The build I decided for my Cherry Mountain is a reproduction of the Carnegie Library, which will hold my library villages. Dale Carnegie born in 1835 to poor parents in Scotland, sold a steel company in America for $480 million in 1901. He believed that the rich had a moral obligation to share their fortunes. There were very few public libraries sharing knowledge back then, so he decided to use his fortune to build 2,500 free public libraries around the world. New Zealand, where I'm from, got 18 of these, putting it fourth on the gifting list behind the USA, the UK and Canada. This building is a reproduction of a building in Hokitika in 1908. It is a small town on the west coast of the South Island. Till next time, this is Copper Crystal. Bye for now.